Controversial Chit-Chat. Today's controversial topic is vaccinations. Are they helpful or harmful, and should they be mandatory? Here with us to share their side of the debate is Abigail Ladd on the anti-vaccination side and Jennifer Holman for vaccinations. Welcome, ladies, and thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you for having us.
So, Jennifer, you are for vaccinations, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. I absolutely believe in the good that vaccinations bring.
And why is that?
Well, Sierra, it's simple. Vaccinations save children's lives. They prevent diseases like rubella, polio, pertussis, and measles.
That's funny that you should say that. Did you know that the rate of diseases like polio, pertussis, and diphtheria had already started to decline before vaccines were invented?
Wait, so you don't believe vaccinations help reduce death rates from these diseases at all?
With some diseases, no, I don't believe it does. Take measles, for example. Even though the rate of contracting the disease has dropped, the death rate still remains the same.
Wow, we are off to a heated start. So, Jennifer, I want to go back to you a little. Explain to us in depth your beliefs on vaccinations.
Well, for me, it's all about prevention. I would rather have children vaccinated than deal with the devastating consequences and possible death of those diseases. I also agree with vaccines.gov when they say that we must think about the time and money vaccines save, because money goes towards the education of children rather than doctor visits. Also, vaccines help us not to pass on these diseases to our offspring.
Okay, compelling argument from Jennifer Holman. Now, Abigail, you are against vaccinations. Explain to us your beliefs.
Well, first, Sierra, I want to discuss the dangerous and sometimes life-threatening side effects that can result from vaccines. There are 3 different side effects. The first is a local reaction, and this is most common. It includes pain, swelling, and redness at the site of the injection. The second reaction is systemic. This includes fever, malaise, fatigue, muscle pain, headache, and loss of appetite. And this is mostly seen in vaccines that contain live viruses. The third is an allergic reaction, and this can be life-threatening. The patient will experience trouble breathing, swelling of the throat, weakness, wheezing, and hives. And in most cases, they will need to be hospitalized. However, the most compelling way to explain the dangers of vaccines is to explain exactly how they work. Vaccines trick our bodies in a negative way. When a person has contracted a disease, it enters through a port such as skin, nose, or your eyes, and travels all over the body. For example, measles is contracted through inhalation of infected droplets from a sneeze or cough. The port in which the disease enters is the mouth or nose. The virus then travels to the adenoids, tonsils, and nasopharynx before reaching the lymph nodes in the head and neck. Lastly, the virus enters the bloodstream and travels to vital organs as well as bone marrow. During this journey, the body is using many mechanisms to fight the virus off and prevent it from entering the bloodstream. Antibodies surround the virus, and leukocytes and macrophages are activated. After the patient has recovered, it is extremely rare for them to contract this virus again because their body has effectively fought it off and is now well equipped to prevent it, along with other diseases. Vaccines are injected directly into the bloodstream, which bypasses every other place in the body that the disease would naturally travel to. This does not give the immune system a chance to fight back. It's already been defeated. Not allowing the immune system its natural defense mechanisms lowers our immunity to infections and can create new viruses or symptoms in the body that are more complicated to fight off. Letting our bodies fight these injections on their own builds our immune system in great significance, while vaccines suppress our immune systems.
That is very interesting. You seem to really know your stuff.
Yes, I've done my research. I also want to go back to something Jennifer said earlier about the cost of vaccinations. It is about $2,200 to totally vaccinate your child, not including the cost of the initial doctor visits.
Why is it so much?
Sierra, the CDC recommends that children receive 49 doses of 14 vaccines before the age of 6, and also 69 doses of 16 vaccines before the age of 18. So to answer your question, the reason it's so expensive is because of the outrageous amount that a child is given.
Okay, Jennifer, any thoughts on that?
Well, my question would be, if you do not want to vaccinate your child in order to prevent them from contracting diseases, what's the other choice?
The big question, should it be a choice to vaccinate your child?
Here's what I have to say about that. As parents, we are vital decision makers for our children. We decide that they will take baths and brush their teeth. When they break a bone, we decide to take them to the hospital. If they see a piece of candy with the wrapper open, we decide to throw it away and not let them eat it. Every decision that a parent makes, they make because they feel it is best. If parents are outraged by reports or allegations of a school, they are allowed to choose to enroll their child in another one. Why should vaccinations be any different? If parents are horrified by the dangers of vaccinations and afraid for the well-being of their child, they should have the right to choose to decline vaccinations. We are forcing people to put their children in harm's way. Whether the fear is their own or backed by evidence is irrelevant. It is not the CDC's job to raise children. It is those children's parents. And with so many decisions that we have to make as parents, it is an absolute crime to deprive us of this one.
Alright, well there you have it, folks. Some very compelling arguments and facts about vaccinations. Have these arguments changed your previous stance on this topic? Go to our website at www.chitchatlive.com and share your thoughts. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here. And don't forget to tune in next week for another controversial topic. Thank you and good night.